Welcome to what's my channel name again? Hello everyone, I am the Bag and Frag Hag and welcome to my channel. It's Trina. Today I have a bag to share with you, a backpack and a perfume, both of them from 1997. That would appear to be the theme. So I got this a little while ago. I was very excited for it because you may know from previous videos, like, well, I'll put it up here somewhere, this one and this one, that I'm really into tiny little backpacks. Actually, I have 3 videos on them. Currently, I have only this bag here that I'm going to show with you. I've sold the other ones. So this was part of my quest for the ultimate small handbag. And really, guys, I failed again. This is the Louis Vuitton Montsouris PM, and it should be a winner, right? And it would be. There's only one main and possibly overall 2 issues with the bag, so I'll start with those, and that is the reason I won't be keeping this in my collection. So the minor issue is that it's quite fussy. You have to unbuckle it and then undo the straps. Now you could get away with that strap issue by buying one of those, you know, pull-up things that you can get on Etsy. I'll post it somewhere, maybe in a close-up or something, so you know what I'm talking about. But that's the first issue, minor. This is also a minor issue, part of the first issue. It's a little bit finicky to get this thing open. It doesn't hold your phone, but it can certainly hold small pochette clé or something like that, so it's okay, I'll use it. I would use it. And the design is really, it's kind of 70s, but actually, as I said, this is 97. I like the overall effect of it, and I certainly love the quality, and the condition of this particular item is fantastic. There's really, I mean, it's got the honey patina, the leather is a bit dry, but there's no major stains. It's in great condition, and when I saw the price, I saw it and I had to jump at it. I just acted really quickly. Yeah, impulse is not a good thing. So the main reason why this is not a winner for me, and then we'll go into some positive things, is the straps, okay? They're just too short. I'm huge, I'm an Amazon, and this just fits too high up on my back. I like a bag that's gonna fit so that the bottom part is just like around my waist, above my bum, and this thing goes right up, you know, I mean, almost to my neck, really, because that's how big I am in comparison to the bag. So you see it on other people, it looks great. Hopefully you're one of those people if you're interested in this bag. But if you're a plus size, tall person, forget it. This is just, it doesn't look good. So that's a shame, and if I'd thought more about it before and asked more questions, I would have avoided this problem. However, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to put it on Amazon. Check in the description box below if you're interested in this. There might be a link. But it's a shame. Also put the dimensions of this bag down there too. So in a few seconds, somewhere in this video, I'm gonna show you what fits in. It's pretty good. Okay, I have stuffed up the Montsouris little PM backpack, and it's comfortably stuffed. Could fit more in there if I wanted to, but just to show you what goes. All right, so in this front pocket, I tried to put my mini pochette clé in there. It didn't work. So really it's just a card and a coin case that I'm putting in here. That's about it. I'll take them out as I'm going here. Haven't worn this bag myself, as you know. All right, so open this guy up, and this is the tie arrangement here. I guess you could just leave it open if you wanted and have it loose, but that wouldn't happen with me. And you open her up, and I'll just pull out some stuff. So I got a big sunglass case here. I have some masks. I always need to carry those around these days. I have my agenda, PM. Tissue, I have another one of these. I think I have 2 of these pochettes, mini pochettes. What else? Okay. Yeah, so this is the regular stuff you always see me with. Mini pochette, pochette clé, tissue, agenda. Got some stevia, got some perfume, got a pen. That's it, actually. So doesn't look like that much now that I have it out, but again, you could fit more in here. And of course, you know, my phone and maybe my vaping gear that's cleaned up so it won't spill, and a few other bits and pieces, right? Maybe some candy or whatever. But more than enough for your day-to-day needs in this little guy. This handle that you can hold it from is fantastic. The straps aren't too long, so that's really great. You can also hang it by there. It's, you know, Louis Vuitton is, I think, pretty famous for its little handles. They're so long lasting, such good condition. And the fact that they have a metal piece here separating, you don't have the leather attached directly to the bag, which is usually the first point of wear and tear. I always look for this kind of design in handbags and backpacks especially. What's interesting about the straps is that it's not one piece, it's actually, it bifurcates at the end into two sort of strap sections. And if you look on the side here, the bag sort of twists around like that at the bottom, and I think that's intentional because when you wear it on your back it does tend to go like this, and then this part here would face right on your lower back, and that's a really good little subtle design there. And the inside of this bag is also in great condition. Really, there's nothing bad to say about this bag other than the fact that it's not the bag for me, and I'm sad by that. So I'm still on the hunt. You know that I sold my Chloe Faye bag, and the reason I sold that was because I wasn't really sure that it was real. I didn't want to have a not real bag. I'm not really into replica bags. Since I'm a lot more flexible with, shall we say. But for bags, no, I don't really care for replicas. Not dupes, yes, but not replicas. But anyway, I got rid of that bag not so much because it was the dupe, although that was a factor. I got rid of it because it made a lot of noise on my back and the closure wasn't secure enough. So bye-bye to the Chloe Faye. This one's kind of like the same vibe, but this holds a lot more, and it's Vuitton, come on. Ultimately, I think I still want the Vuitton Palm Springs, but that one's way out of my price range. And also, it still has some issues. I want to see how people relate to the new lip over the top. I know that's supposed to have been an issue, and I'm waiting for the second-hand market for that to come out in a few years. In the meantime, I think ultimately I still want, you know, the mini Bebe Boo bag. I like that one a lot, and that is affordable, so I'm gonna keep trying. All right, so that is the Montsouris PM. Cute bag. I do recommend it if you're a smaller person. So now let's switch gears and talk about a fragrance from 1979, which I adore. Actually, there's two of them, the female and the male. Stay tuned. Lolita Lempicka. The perfume, original with the same brand name, was created in 1997 by Annick Mernardo. So Miss Mernardo's got quite the flair for creating unique fragrances. She won Fragrantica's Best in Show award in 2016 and is the nose behind over 100 major fine fragrances, including some of my favorites like Bulgari Black, Dior's Bois d'Argent, Hypnotic Poison, Armani's Acqua di Gio, Lancome's Hypnose, and Le Labo's Gaiac 10, which I'm so glad I got a good sniff of when I was in Tokyo. It would seem she's the nose behind most of the juice in apple-shaped bottles at Lolita Lempicka. Lolita Lempicka is a floral, fruity gourmand that is supposed to be based on licorice, but the men's version of the fragrance contains far more audible and luscious licorice, in my opinion. The notes are violet, ivy, star anise, iris, amaryllis, licorice, orris root, and cherry. And then at the base there's tonka beans, vanilla, vetiver, white musk, and praline. This perfume, or some flanker derivative of it, has been in my perfume collection since its inception. I'm indeed a fan. The fragrance was created about 5 years after Mugler's Angel hit the scene and introduced the world to gourmands, and this scent is the perfect example of how Angel influenced the fragrance industry. Okay, so I don't have a bottle of this stuff. I did until recently, but I have this little decant here, so let me just spray this. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Okay, so get a whiff of this. It's been raining, but it stopped a while back. You're running into the woods and trip, falling prostrate on the forest bed, No pain, it was a gentle fall and the ground is soft and spongy, but the earth beneath you is damp, but you don't get cold. Your cheeks on the rich, damp soil and your nose is pressed up against some sort of wood roots. Now some fairies, or some other mythical mischievous creatures, were playing around in just that spot before, and indeed their laughter is what brought you running into the woods in the first place. In their panicked haste to vacate the premises before you arrived, they crapped their pants. Only they weren't wearing any pants, and their doo-doo was in the form of sparkling fairy dust that popped like a firecracker, and that's what you were fixated on as you flew off your feet. The dust settles into the crevices of the bark, earth, and leaves before you hit the ground. Yes, they're leaves. There's violets and vetiver all in your hair. Something's in my hair at the moment, and all around your neck. And the fairy dust, which is all up in your face, radiates not stink, but rather sweet black licorice and ripe cherries. And then maybe the musk hypnotizes you into a happy nap in which you dream of concocting devious methods of enticing your crush into falling in love with you. That's what I get out of this fragrance. It's a quirky, fun-loving, youthful, magical scent for petulant young women, or frag hags like me, who dive heart first into joyful pursuits. Now, performance-wise, this one is not a beast. It can last up to 8 hours, but the reduction in projection was notable after 4, gradually becoming a skin scent. I tend to reapply this during the day. Suddenly got dark in here. Oh, okay, the sun's gone down. I realized I hadn't had my ring light on. How are my glasses looking? The ring light doesn't do well for glasses. Anyway, this perfume is still in production. Because it's older, you can get it at discount prices and definitely cheap on the secondhand market. For that reason, it's definitely full bottle worthy. The bottle is rather stunning in my opinion. The Naughty Eve reference in the apple is appropriate, as is the pixie-ish purple-blue color scheme. The fragrance was reformulated and renamed Lolita Lempicka Le Premier in 2010, but more recently they've brought back the original blend and called it Original, rather like what Coca-Cola did when they brought back their older formula and called it Coca-Cola Classic. So the house has also redesigned the bottles, which are now more modern, angular, and less ornate. In most situations, that would definitely be more my style, but in this case, I rather prefer the old bottle. That's not the case for the pour homme version of the fragrance, to which I now turn though. It's actually Lolita Lempicka au masculin that I find more interesting, much as I love the main fragrance of the woman's line. Okay, let me spray this. I also have a decant of this. It's in a Cologne Atelier bottle. Okay. Now this one to me is a little less versatile, but it is more interesting. Okay, and that's probably because the licorice is much more present in the form of black jelly beans. It's also a little darker, boozy, and a little smoky, and it can behave a little strangely. If Lolita Lempicka au masculin were in a movie, it would probably be one directed by Tim Burton. Now this scent too has been reformulated. The one I have is the old version that came out in 2000. And the new version, called Lempicka Homme, looks to be somewhat different. Popular opinion with regard to the similarity in the fragrance forms varies though. But the notes in the one that I have contain violet, ivy, anise, licorice, wormwood, sandalwood, tonka bean, rum and almond, vanilla, vetiver, cedar, praline, and labdanum. Now licorice is not listed here, so it must be the anise that I pick up, because that licorice vibe is amplified in the pour homme version, or the au masculin version. This is a gourmand too, and although it's targeted at men, it's definitely unisex. And I find it's a little less playful and more grown up than the female composition, but also sweet and delicious and incredibly unique, I think. I know there are other licorice scents out there, but this is the one. I love the way it changes on your skin a little bit, this one, more than the other one, I think. I think Lempicka au masculin sweetens over time with a chocolatey, nutty vibe in the middle. And without the herbaceous and aromatic notes in the blend, you'd probably be drowning in a sickly syrup, cloying onto all people in proximity of you, sucking them down into a sweet abyss. But no, everyone is okay. In fact, everyone is pleasantly intoxicated, not overwhelmed, and not anywhere near running off in the opposite direction, screaming. Well, unless they hate licorice, then they're in trouble. It's also because of the fantastic balance in the scent that I think you can wear at all seasons, even in summer, if there's a breeze. Oh, rain has started. Can you hear that? Kind of matches the scent. While the fragrance for women was so popular in the 90s and beyond, in contrast, the one for men is a highly underrated scent. It's a hidden gem, I think. You do have to love licorice to wear this one, and you have to like soft, spicy oriental blends. If I try to think about what makes both of these fragrances so magical, it's got to be the combination of the licorice and violet. Licorice is sweet, it's icy cool and earthy, yet not exactly a common note in fragrance. And apparently violet can be a sneaky trickster of a flower. You smell and enjoy it, and then instantly you forget what you just smelled. So you sniff it again and again, wanting to record it in memory, but cunningly it runs faster away and you chase it more, and it's this constant chase of smell. It's an ephemeral, powdery feel. Both of these ideas are meshed and grounded with the vanilla and vetiver to create a sparkly and indeed magical effect. Even more magical is how these fragrances can smell differently throughout their wear, particularly with the men's version. I've smelled traces of everything from dirt to rum raisin ice cream to hair conditioner to rubber to marshmallows. It's a wonderfully weird little nugget. The male version of Lolita Lempicka also lasts long and projects well. Neither perfume is a beast in projection, however, which is a good thing because, again, not everyone likes licorice. And unlike the apple bottle in the Pour Femme blend, the Au Masculin bottle is a bit tacky in my opinion, the original one. The new one is better. But if you're like me, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's all about what's in the bottle and not the bottle itself, right? If you enjoy licorice, both of these fragrances are worthy of a special place in your perfume collection, especially since they're both affordable. So do you own either of these fragrances? What do you think of them? Have you tried the other versions? Give me your thoughts in the comments section. Alors, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui, mes amis. Je vais vous parler à la prochaine fois. Bag and Frag Hag, signing out. Mwah.